What's up, guys? So, here down on Moorecambe Bay at Hess Bank, we're at Cockle Pickers Bay, and this is where 20 years ago, 2004, tragically, a lot of cockle pickers lost their lives. They were Chinese immigrants that were brought over to England, and they were working for £1 a day, and they sank and drowned in the sea right here where we're stood. If you can hear some background noise, we're right by the train, where the train crosses across the road, so there could be a train due past any time now, so it's not paranormal. Don't want to make you jump. Okay, Andy, so what can we do to get these cockle pickers to come forward? Lucy. Have you got the spirit talker running there?
Lucy, yeah.
Lucy, so that could be a name of someone then.
Chinese name.
Well, it could be. Are there any people here related to the tragedy of the cockle pickers? Are there any Chinese people here, please, who may have died in those tragic circumstances? So this bit of bay here that is pitch black is where it all took place. This is where the cockle pickers were working, and the tide swept in, and because it's that sinky sand, they got pulled straight under and lost their lives. And then for days afterwards there were bodies washing up, and they didn't know who was who. They couldn't even identify half of them. So that was 2004 when that happened. So set the Ouija up.
I'd like to talk to us. Anybody who died here in tragic circumstances. Maybe you can tell us your story. Tell us who you are.
Or show yourself on camera as orbs if you're still here. Perhaps you don't know that you're dead, or perhaps you can't understand why you died so suddenly.
Do you know you're dead?
Because it happened so quick for them. Do you remember?
Yeah, because is this a ritual? No,
It's not a ritual, but we have a Ouija board here where we can communicate with you if you want to come through this. I was just thinking about when we went down the coast in Sri Lanka and we saw the graves of all the tsunami victims. And do you remember the guy, Anthony, the taxi driver, said to us, people don't come down here because they hear voices at night after dark. And I sometimes think when people drown or die in those sudden tragic circumstances, they don't really know what's hit them and what's happened to them.
No, because they don't know they're dead, because you don't expect it. Sometimes if you expect it, you're prepared, but they obviously didn't know, because...
So I think that maybe that's the situation with these Chinese cockle pickers that work right here. For £1 a day they were paid, guys.
I don't think they had much choice whether they did it or didn't.
Well, they were lured here under false pretences, weren't they? They were promised really good jobs and houses and factory work and all that with really good pay, and it just didn't happen, did it? They brought them all down here. The people got arrested and sent to jail. Human trafficking.
Slavery, innit?
Yeah,
just
human trafficking.
Slavery, I mean...
Yeah. And they, I think what happened was because it's very sinky sand here, it's like quicksand.
And the tide comes in very, very quickly.
You can slip under, can't you, very quick?
Yeah, the tide the tide's just coming so quick.
That's the
man attacks people.
Really?
It just comes in so very quickly that you can find suddenly...
Look, that was going off then.
He's suddenly stranded.
That was going off then. So, if there are any people who'd like to come through to tell us the story, we'd be very interested to know what happened to you.
Any names, any messages for your families or anything like that? Help you?
Are you stuck here?
How can we help you?
Are you still stuck here?
You probably don't know what happened. You probably don't even know you're dead.
Please come forward and show yourself on the camera if you're still here. Let's see some spirit orbs or some mist. And if we can, we will try our best to help you. I'm just going to film the black seafront for a minute, guys, the beach and the sea, because This is where they were working when they all got these are the lights coming in from the bay. There's a couple of ships, boats out there as well that might flash white in the distance. So that's not. You'll know a knob if you see one because it's more like when somebody blows bubbles. It's like a bubble comes across the screen. Sometimes they're very small, very fast, and sometimes they're very slow moving. What, did you see something, or something?
Oh no, last night there was a big moon. No.
Oh yeah, well maybe it comes up at a different time. Because we were out later last night, it was 1 o'clock, so it probably comes up late.
No moon.
No, it's not new yet, it's not new till next week.
No, because it was new.
No, it's miles off, it's another week yet till new moon. It's we were out at 1 o'clock last night in the morning, remember, so it's only 10 o'clock now, so we're 3 hours earlier, that's why it's not up yet. Okay, any people like to come forward? What does it say?
We live on here.
You live on here, so you still remain?
So we still remain.
So you didn't move on?
No.
You know why? Because it was sudden and tragic.
Yeah,
people don't move on from that. This is what they say ghosts a lot of the time are people that have just suddenly lost their lives and haven't really come to terms with it.
They're probably still trying to help each other and searching for others.
Yeah, they probably are.
I can tell us your name and what happened and how anybody can help you. You don't need to be staying here, whatever religion you are. Were they all Chinese people who died?
Yeah. There were human traffickers that brought them over. But they brought them under false pretenses. They lied and told them all these different things, which wasn't true. So do you know what? I think we'll have a go on the Ouija board now. Do you want to film it and I'll do it for a change?
Yeah.
Leave the spirit talker on in case anything comes through. Okay, let's have a go. Because the thing is, you did up there at the monastery, so I just want to see if I get the same kind of feeling that you got. Little boy. Okay, are there any spirit people who would like to communicate on this Ouija board, please? I'm Alison, and this is Andy, and we're here to speak to anybody on the spirit side who'd like to come through, or whether it's somebody related to this bay, or whether it's somebody related to us, or whether it's anybody else out there who would like to give a message of any sort. This is yes, this is no, and this is goodbye, and you have the alphabet right here and the numbers right there. So take your time and let me know what happened to you here, what your message is, or if you can just spell out your name. If you understand this board and how it works, you push this planchette to the letters to spell out your word, and the hole must cover the letters so that I can see what you're trying to spell out. So what happened here? Were you brought here with false promises?
My name is Raymond.
Me dad? Oh my god. Alright. Dad, if you can do this, I know you weren't a big a fan of the Ouija board because you had a bad experience with it, but try and spell me a message out if you can. Tell me about these cockle pickers. Do you know anything that we don't know? What happened to them? Just try and spell it out. Or any message you want, really. If you can. If you can take the energy from one of our torches or devices, or you can take some energy from one of us, or the phone. Whatever, you can do. Thank you for coming through, by the way. We haven't spoken with you since middle 6 months ago. I'll circle it again just in case there's not enough energy. But have you noticed something? When it's Dad, it always says my name is Raymond. It doesn't just say Raymond,
Yeah,
does it?
no.
It always comes through like that. So that's why I know that it's him.
Mist.
Mist. Are we going to see a mist? Will it be a spirit mist? Do you want to just film along the ocean, Andy, just to see if you pick up any mist? Because, you know, we did pick up them orbs on one of our phones one time down here, didn't we? Sometimes, you know, spirits can present as a mist. This is where the idea of the race, you know, the white ghost that you can see through comes from. So please try and use this board, try and spell anything you wish to say. Or any names.
Trees.
Trees.
I'm not feeling anything on this board at all. No movement, no anything, no nothing. If you all gather round together and don't be afraid and use my hand.
Forgive my sins.
Who's saying this? Forgive my sins. Who is asking for forgiveness, please? Can you give me your name? Either on the Ouija board or through the spirit talker. I'm not feeling any energy at all with this. When we did it at Smithles, I felt like an energy underneath the actual planchette as though it was going to lift up on its own.
Do you want me to have a go?
Yeah, you have a go, because I'm just finding that very flat myself, personally. Sometimes it's like you've built more energy up with it, really, because you use it more often, maybe. So Andy's going to go on the board now, guys, because I think he has a bit more experience with it than me, to be fair. Go left, it said. Go left.
I always do it left.
Well, it said go left. You were doing it the right way, weren't you?
No, I always do it anti-clockwise.
I think you're supposed to open it clockwise and close it anti-clockwise. I don't think it really matters, but I think...
Some people have said do it clockwise, some people anti-clockwise. So.
I think you get different things, don't you? Different people tell you all different things. It's alright, just carry on. They're driving down there. I'm just going to film the bay a minute, guys, just to see if we actually get any orbs coming up. Because we did this one time and we picked up orbs on the phone camera. And it was like a couple of them, it weren't just like the one, so sometimes we like to just film the darkness a minute and see what we get. Are you feeling any energy under that? You know what we could do? We could have a walk down there onto the beach. We'll have to take this. What does that say? Power. And maybe it needs more energy. Maybe that's what it's saying. But if you just pack the stuff into that bag and we'll walk down onto the beach, because I mean that is where it happened, innit? Edge. Well, we are on the edge of the beach there, because it just drops down a little bit, doesn't it?
I once lived here.
I once lived here. Well, there's a couple of old houses along here, isn't there? There's one right down there you can just see lit up. And there's one behind us which is a cafe now. We'll just go down there for about 10 minutes, because to be honest with you, we're only going to be able to get 30 minutes of film footage here. There's 2 EMF meters as well there. But this one didn't flicker, but that one over there did. I'm guilty. See, this person said, I wonder if this is the person that was responsible for taking these people here in the first place. Just put the EMF meter as well, the EVP recording EMF meters, two of them. And just film the coast, just in case we get anything showing up on camera.
Well,
Down there where the people sadly, lost their lives. So we're going to take a walk down there now and see if we can get anything down there more closer to the actual accident where it happened. I think there's a path straight down. Okay guys, we're just going to take a walk down to the beach, a bit closer to where this tragedy happened. Can you get down there, or is it further up? We'll go further up, get down there. So this was all the area where they were picking for cockles. This is all the area that when the tragedy happened, the bodies all washed up. And it was days. You could probably remember it in the news, to be fair. It was in the news like every day back in 2004. So let's go right up to the sea, although it's a little patchy at the minute because the tide's out. But this is exactly the area where they were. So if we'll get Andy to run to Spirit Talker, and we'll see if we can get anything on there. That's the train crossing over there, where the gates come down and let the trains go through. A lot of people come down to do train spotting and stuff. So are there any spirit people here from the cockle pickers, the Chinese people that were brought over here? Could you please come forward and speak to us? Or let us see you on the camera as a ghostly mist. Andy's got the Spirit Talker on, so perhaps you could talk through that to us.
You said edge twice, so we've come to the edge.
Yeah, we're at the edge of the water now. This is where you were working.
Wanted us to come, so we'll come here.
The Ouija board had no energy, did it? I didn't feel it did.
No, I didn't.
Did you feel that?
Yeah, there was nothing.
I think you know within the first few minutes,
Yeah,
don't you? You
yeah.
get like a vibration on the planchette usually.
Old.
Old or hold?
Old.
Old. I think there was all age groups here, to be fair.
Are you happy that we're here talking to you?
I think that was a bird, that squawked down there. I don't think that was a voice. It might be a bit dark down here, guys, because we're right up at the sea edge now, where the cockle pickers drowned. So we can show you the lights of Moorecambe Bay. And we can keep an eye on the Spirit Talker and see if anybody wants to come
Is there
through.
anybody else here who'd like to talk to us? Anybody who just enjoyed walking up and down here? Anybody who used to come here during the day and park here and just enjoyed the view? Negative.
That sounds like Mr. Spock, doesn't it? Negative, Captain.
Negative. What do you
Means no. Negative, Captain. Another little piece of interesting history about this place. Right over there is Ulverston, and they used to run horses and carts from here across the bay when the tide had gone out to Ulverston and back, so it saved going all the way around the coast. You can still do cross bay walking today with professional walkers that know exactly when to cross and stuff like that. And I sometimes think if you go across there with a metal detector, imagine what you'd find.
I can use my voice.
So let's
Come on,
hear you
let's
then.
hear you.
Talk through the Spirit Talker If you want to speak, we can pick it all up there.
I can hear your voice through this. Hear your voice through this. You want to talk, now's your chance to talk. We can hear your story, you can tell us what happened. Tell us what happened, who was to blame. I know the people who made you do this work.
They're all housed in little B&Bs up there on the seafront, really. You know, like 12 to a room and all that.
No.
When it all broke out, it was such a scandal.
As far as I know, all the people who tricked you into coming here and promised you loads of money and promised you a nearly good life,
We all got locked up.
got arrested and they were all in prison. No.
Could you give us your names, please, anybody?
Sadly, a lot of these things haven't changed. Sadly, people are still being
People being exploited still.
exploited and worked and made to live. You know, like you were forced to. Promise of a good lifestyle, and it never happened, and this tragedy happened. He's still out here looking for your friends. You know.
Richard. I mean, they were all living in small rooms. There was like all mattresses on the floor where they were sleeping and everything. God, it's terrible walking on here, isn't it? In the dark, anyway, you can't see a blasted thing. Well, they used to wade out, didn't they, to collect the cockles and stuff. Like a mist. It did say a mist. Person, there's nobody out here. There's only us two lunatics out here in the swamp at this time of night. What, you mean like a shadow? There's nobody down here. You'd hear them anyway crunching these pebbles underfoot. There's nobody down here. Well, there's definitely nobody else but us here. There's a car back there, but they're sat in the car. Well, there is nobody down here because you'd hear their feet on these pebbles. It's that shingle beach, isn't it?
Somebody walked past.
Well, perhaps it was a spirit person then. Yeah. Perhaps it was one of those people, you know, because listen to this, you'd hear it. That's what it sounds like. There's no way that a person can walk down and you wouldn't hear it. There's nobody here. Nobody at all. You'd see a light anyway. If anybody's down here shrimping or whatever now, they're going to have a light on, aren't they? They're not going to do it in the pitch dark. Not everyone's as crazy as us. Most people are more organised. I'm going to have to put this bag right there. Sorry guys. It's difficult juggling on the pebbles. It's like you can't get your balance. That person who messaged me last week said, I love the sound of crunching glass underfoot.
Sandy.
Listen to these pebbles. What did it say? What's your name?
What's yours? Did I just see you? Walk along here.
There's definitely no one down here. It's just, that's it. It's pitch black. There's the sea out there. There's the lights of Moorecambe Bay further down. And us.
I died in my sleep.
Well, unless it's someone who got rescued from here and then they died in their sleep. Doesn't always have to be them though, does it? There could be other spirit people here.
You died in your sleep. Who are you?
Yeah, give us your name, please.
Do I know you?
Give us your name, please, whoever you are. And then we can talk to you, we know who you are.
Who are you? What's your name? And why are you here? Why'd you stay here?
Are you attached to one of these old houses up here? Because there are two just off the beach.
Come along for a little walk.
Come and show yourself on the camera with the mist, like you promised, or an orb. Or several orbs. We once picked up like a series of 3 or 4 orbs. That's not an orb, that is flashing light from the sea. There's fishing boats out there. Any flashing lights like that you see in the distance is not an orb. An orb, it's like it shoots across really quick like a shooting star. We picked a few up on the Smithers Hall series, so if you want to see what orbs look like, that you get them all the time in that place for some reason. They go very fast across like a shooting star, that's an orb. Or they'll be see-through like a bubble, like a when somebody blows a soap bubble.
Have you got a message for us?
You're right.
I'm here.
Look, I'm here. Where are you? Tell us whereabouts you are. Are you behind us? Are you in front of us? Are you beside of us? Tell us whereabouts you are. Where are you? And who are you?
You want to try EVP recorder?
Yeah.
And we'll both keep quiet and see if we get any voices. Maybe we'll pick up some. It'd be interesting if we get any like Oriental kind of foreign accent voices coming through, won't it? Listen to that bird. Get a lot of nesting birds down here, you know, because there's like some grass further up. Let me know when you switch it on and we'll keep quiet and see if you get anything. I'm trying to find a place to stand where I'm not falling all over the place. Right.
If anybody wants to talk to us, if you're talking to that red light, we can hear your voice. Why are you here? Why'd you stay here? Did you die here? enjoy the view here. There's a chance for us to hear your voice. Is there anything you want to say to us? Chance to say whatever you want to say, just talking to the red light. If anybody wants to talk to us, if you're talking to that red light, we can hear your voice. Why are you here? Why'd you stay here? Did you die here?
Yeah.
Or did you just enjoy the view here? There's a chance for us to hear your voice.
It's a whisper then. Just put it by your ear. I'm not sure that last. When you say let us hear your voice.
Or did you just enjoy the view here? There's a chance for us to hear your voice. Is there anything you want to say to us?
Could you hear something there? I thought I could hear like a woman's voice in the background.
Is there anything you want to say to us? There's a chance to say whatever you want to say. Just talking to the red light.
Could you hear anything?
Very, very faint. Sounded like a woman's
That's
voice.
what I thought I heard.
Mm.
So what we'll have to do is when we load this up, we'll have to listen it back then,
See
because
if we can get it
sometimes
on,
you pick up voices on this, don't you? When they've spoken on that, you also pick it up on this.
It was, yeah.
So we've only got another minute of battery left anyway.
So, yeah, it was, yeah, it was twice. It sounded like it. I'd have to put it with headphones on to be able to block everything
Yeah.
else out. But yeah, it did sound like a woman's voice.
That's what I thought I heard.
I don't know what to say, but it was like,
Sounded like a, yeah, like faint, weren't it?
yeah, and there's nobody.
There's nobody down here.
There's nobody else.
There's a car parked up, but that's it. They're way up
Nobody
there.
else around here, so yeah, it's.
So we're going to have to say goodnight soon because we're just losing the battery right now. So I'm trying to get my balance on these pebbles. Have you ever tried walking on this flipping shingly stuff? But when you've got a camera in your hand and a torch in the other hand, it's like it's just impossible. Anyway, thank you once again for watching another episode of Spiritual Encounters, and we'll catch you all next week someplace else.